Hey guys, how y'all doing? I peeled some of that crusty tank off of there and some sort of Bondo type epoxy or something on there. Anyway, I scraped some of it off with the screwdriver and exposed a rather canyonous crack in the rascal. I'm just zooming in on it so you can actually see the... So, I've got together my little bag of tricks, my soldering gun, soldering iron, some hot glue sticks, and right here it's cracked all the way around here and all the way down. It's probably cracked further up under here. That's as far as I peeled back so far. But I've already taken the soldering iron to this area up here just as an experiment before I started filming. And anyway, let me show you how it works. It actually is pretty slick. It's kind of like tattooing. You just gotta, not that I know anything about tattooing, but make yourself a little canyon, a little groove, and then work that plastic back in there. Of course, I'm not going to know for sure if it's fixing it until I get far enough that I trust it enough to put some liquid in it and give it the old slosh test. But this is how I'm going to do it for starters. And a little time consuming, but I looked on eBay for a replacement tank last night. I found one and they want $100 for it. So before I put out another $100 on something I might be able to fix, I'm sure as heck gonna give it a try. Now when it gets down to that really wide area, I don't know how that's going to work out. We're just going to have to wait and see. But so far the little area I've covered hasn't really taken that long. I'm just hoping that it actually is doing what I think it's doing instead of just fooling myself. We'll see. I guess you can see what I'm doing. Hope I haven't moved out of frame on you. I watched some videos on this kind of stuff last night, and boy, those guys were meticulous. You know, make sure you sand it and clean it with isopropyl alcohol, and sure, that's fine, you know. And it makes sense. But you know what? Plastic's plastic. And if it has a little impurity in it, when you melt it, it's going to get buried in there. It's not going to stand up and be waving his arm going, "You missed me." You know? It's either going to work or it's not. In a perfect world, I wouldn't have to be doing this. I can't imagine how this got split so far out. It's almost like I had pressure on it. I mean, it must have had gas in it. It got hot. It expanded to the point where it couldn't escape. And it just blew itself apart. That's what it must have done. Now we're getting down to that really wide section. But anyway, you see how that goes. Now, I'm not sure about this wide area here. I don't have anything that's gonna, I'm not gonna be able to stretch that far enough to make it bond, so I'm gonna have to try to find some kind of filler, which I was thinking about using the plastic that I made the go-kart fenders out of. I've got a little piece right behind me. Anyway, alright, I'm going to keep working on that, and I'll let you see how it comes out when I get a little further. Oh, it probably was out of shot a little bit, sorry about that. Alright, well, that's what I'm up to. So, I'll work on it some more and then we'll show you how it comes out. Just wanted to show you that so you know the process I'm using. Alright. Alright. So, I got her bonded up, and I took my flap wheel on my angle grinder and kind of cut down all that excess bulk so I could see what was under there. And I've got a little squirt of gas in there right now. And you can see the scar tissue where I've been with the soldering iron. Anyway, I'm going to give her the old flip over test and see how badly it leaks now. Oh, I got leaks up here. That looks like it's coming out of the cap or around the nozzle. But yeah, it's all the way up to here. What the heck? Oh yeah. All the way down here with that metal showing. I don't know why there's metal in there. But there is. Alright. Well, I can see that I still have some work to do. I wonder if they put that metal over there trying to reinforce that. Anyway, it's quite obvious I still have some work to do. Alright, so, you know what to say, back to the drawing board. This is the gas I just poured back out of there. That stuff looks good enough to drink. I'd put that in any one of my machines. I think my worries about that varnish may be over. We'll see when I get the other half of it. Let me pour this back in the gas can and pour the rest of it out of the tank there. See what the residue at the bottom looks like. Proof's in the pudding. I sprayed it out with some carburetor cleaner. And then just shook it around. And kept dumping that out. I did that about 4 or 5 times a little while ago. I didn't put a whole bunch in there. I didn't even use a whole can. But whatever it was, must have, between the gas I put in it yesterday, everything must have broke down. I guess it wasn't as thick as I thought. Which, yay for me being wrong, huh? Alright, wanted to share that with you. Alright, I want to show this to you. I stumbled upon this just by the fact that it got dark out. And I got out my shop light, so I can see what I was doing. And I discovered that if I hold the light beside the tank, instead of looking directly at what I'm doing, like this, hold it beside it, any little pinholes that I had missed shine up like you're looking right at a bright white light. And so through that act of God, you know, I was able to see the little places I missed and fix them. So it's dark now and it's sprinkling. I'm going to take the dogs in the house, but I'm going to come back out tomorrow and put gas in this and give it the dump test. And it looks good though. See, I told you there's some metal in there. You can see it's almost like an X-ray. You can see those two pieces of metal right there and right there underneath that epoxy or whatever they used. And I had a little bit of trouble patching the little bitty pinholes around that because it was hard to get the stuff the plastic to melt to the metal. I had to hold it for a long time till it got hot enough. Anyway, just want to share that with you. And that'll be it for now. So, we'll see ya. Thanks for watching. Fishing spot. Okay, anyway, so I want to get a little footage of the water there while we're here.